Here at Methven, catching up with, well, I suppose one of the almost locals, if you like, Brent White. Firstly, welcome to Campbell's Comments, mate.
Thanks, Paul, very much.
Beautiful place here to I suppose, race. It'd be a picturesque place to train some days as well.
Yeah, we're pretty lucky we can sneak up here during the week and work, and it's nice and quiet and peaceful, and yeah, the horses benefit from it.
Yeah, very good winner today, and we'll touch on him in a minute. I did an interview with Sarah as well earlier, and got to always look after my sponsors. Don't worry about that, I'm no deal. But just a little bit about yourself. How many horses you guys got in work?
We work about 25 now. We're lucky enough we've got Sarah Riley Kimbutt, his son's in partnership with me, and another young guy, Jack Joyce, that comes and gives us a hand.
Based at Ashburton, which is, how far is Ashburton from here?
We're 20 minutes away at the racecourse.
So you get the best of both worlds, and you were saying to me a little trick that you to tighten them up a little bit without working them hard, you bring them up here to the grass track, and it really makes them work.
Yeah, it does. We've been doing it a bit lately, and it just saves having to burn them around the big track at home, and it's just a bit of variety. They stand in the cross ties and they take it. No, love it.
It's an interesting one, because a few people have said to me, "Oh, the track's slow," and I'm listening. I'm like, I just love it, because I mean, we don't get that sound in Australia at all. It's just it's a magic sound of the soft, and as an older person, if I was a horse, I'd love to be out there running on that.
Well, it doesn't hurt them all the same, and I mean that horse before, like, he went 2-1, so it's not that slow. So I mean, it's it's great just to bowl around there on a nice summer's day, and it's pretty peaceful.
Ashburton itself, I was there last trip too, though. It looks like it's a beautiful place to train from.
Yeah, no, we've been there 5 years now, and we had a few people say that it would be hard work to train winners there, but no, it's like anything, you make mistakes, and in the day, if you've got the right horsepower, you train winners, and you need the horsepower, you need the horse flesh to have to train the winners.
Had a nice little step out today, Bluto, two starts, 2 wins, and he won the Woodlands little green jug. I'll get into trouble if I say that other word, that's for sure. But very, very impressive win. Is he sort of the pin-up of the stable, or who's the pin-up of the stable?
Yeah, he probably is now. Cranbourne's gone over to Aussie, and he's on his way to America. We've got a nice team of young horses, but at the moment, if Sarah was here, she'd tell you that it's the best horse in the stable anyway. Well,
she was pretty cock-a-hoop about it, and I did do an interview with her there a little bit earlier. She's a breath of fresh air. She's a gun little driver too, isn't she?
Yeah, they just seem to run for it, don't you? And she's not shy and saying something.
Yeah, well, she is when you put a microphone in front of her. That quietens her down a little bit. Do you watch the Australian racing like Cranbourne, and do you admire what he was able to do, or what he's been able to do?
Yeah, like I watched his replay last night at Melton, and he got home real good for third. And yeah, it was a sad day to see him go, but I sort of could understand where the owners were coming from. And I just want, every time you sell one, whether it's him or any horse to Australia, dear one or cheap one, you want to see them do well.
Then hopefully the owners that sell them, they reinvest and get another couple of horses with you. That's always it's a wheel that goes round and round.
Yeah, some of the boys in the syndicate, they've come back, and we went mad at the sales and spent a few dollars, and they've come and bought shares in horses. So no, they've repaid the faith.
The industry needs people like you going mad at the sales. Do you enjoy the young ones or the older horses? What sort of do you enjoy doing the most?
I like the babies. I love the trotters. Everyone says I'm mad, but I do love the trotters.
No, there's something special about them, isn't there?
Oh yeah, they're just different, eh? And we paid $80,000 for one at the sales this year, out of Lex Williams' breed, and I'm hoping that we find a nice one.
Broken in and gated up, or gated. I hope you gated up. Broken in and going all right at the minute.
Yeah, he broke in nice, and he's out in the paddock having a wee freshen up at the moment while we finish the other ones off, and then he'll come back in. Yeah, but he's. I had his mum for a wee while, won over the stars, and she was like a freak for speed, so I'm hoping he shows the same traits.
Was he by Love You or Majestic Sun?
Yeah, by Majestic Sun.
Yeah. I knew, I saw him as a lovely type, and I think the other one he sold was the On Solitaire. They're a great opportunity, and they win everywhere. So, yeah. Do you enjoy the yearling sales? Do you enjoy the nerves of going there and purchasing them?
Yeah, well, last year we went and bought a few, and we had them syndicated. This year I sort of just went on off. No, I didn't even tell when I was going to buy the trotter. I just sort of rocked in there and decided, that's what I wanted, and that's what I done. So, and we're lucky enough he syndicated them in 24 hours. So, it's good fun, but yes, sometimes you get Mrs. rings up and how are we going to pay for these ones, and got a month to worry about it, love.
Yeah. Anyway, that's universal. We all get into trouble in those parts of it. You still enjoy the game, mate?
Yeah, it's good, and it's real good now. My son's got right in behind it, and he does all our social media and that, and he loves the training side of it. As I said, we've got a great team of Kim and Sarah and young Jack, and we've got a few old fellas that come and help us out. That everyone does for us is worth its weight in gold. So with the team I got of people and horses, we're really enjoying it.
I love that, because it's one thing about the sport. I mean, it's hard no matter where you are. It doesn't matter which side of the ditch you're on. It is always hard and tricky. But I think the one thing we forget is how much we actually love the sport.
Yeah, well, some cold mornings you think, stuff it. I've had enough of this. I'm getting too old. I'm going back to doing something else. And but then you get days like this with nice horses, and you have a week off, and it all feels better, doesn't it?
I was going to say you got a team around you now. You'll be able to get away a little bit. I know expenses wise mightn't be that easy, but at least you'll be able to get the time off.
Yeah, we probably can, but I'm probably one of those fellas that likes to be at the work and let everyone else have a bit of time. And but hopefully this winter we might get a jump across the ditch to Aussie for a little bit and have a bit of a holiday.
When you get across there, you make sure you chase me up. You might be able to take Blue Dye across. What is next for him?
Yeah, not really sure. I just talked to Graham on the phone before, and we'll just let him get over. This will knock him a wee bit for a few days, so we'll give him a few days off and just see what happens.
Racing quietens down for a little while here in New Zealand now, doesn't it? You get a couple of months where there's not a high lot of high-profile races, and then it really starts to ramp back up.
Yeah, exactly. With all the season changes, I get a bit lost now, and I'm lucky that Tim sort of concentrates on that side of things for us. So we'll just, as I say, talk to Graham in a couple of days. As I said, there's been a bit of interest in him. Hopefully, if he goes, and hopefully he stays. Well, we might be good enough to race in some of those nicer races later on.
Hopefully I get to see you New Zealand Cup time, Brent. Thank you very much for joining me, mate. Thanks for having a chat, and well done on your win. And good to see you.
Cheers, Paul. Thanks very much.